Hello there, friends and followers, and welcome to this live stream. Today, I have something very special for you. Today, we are going to be doing a preview of the iniBuilds Airbus A300-600ST, or aka Beluga. This aircraft has always caught my attention in photos, in videos, and today we have it in X-Plane 11. And I want to begin by really thanking the iniBuilds team for providing me with this preview copy to showcase here on the channel. We're going to be flying the aircraft today from Echo Golf November Romeo to Toulouse in France. The scenery that you're seeing here is $0 payware scenery, which was created specially for the Beluga, and it is bundled with the aircraft. So when you purchase this aircraft, which is probably going to be released this weekend, you will also receive this beautiful scenery along with the aircraft. There are a couple of buildings right here. As you can see, they are not textured yet. So this is again a preview. The airport is 95% complete. You can see aircraft parts all over the airport. Really well done airport, well done aircraft by iniBuilds. I'm very excited really to fly this aircraft today. And if you've flown their A300-600-600, you will probably have no issues flying this aircraft. There are a few things that you need to watch for, but essentially it is based on the A300-600. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be setting up the aircraft. We're going to be taking a look at some of the features. To begin with, I want to show you guys the cargo compartment here, which I thought is really well done. So really high fidelity in terms of all the switches, and you can turn on the lights and what have you, and close the door from within the cargo compartment. As you can see here, again, very nice texturing on this aircraft. You can see the cargo area here. So they really spared no effort in creating a marvelous recreation of the aircraft. If we look at the outside, again, you can see the nice textures, the use of PBR, and the engines here, GE engines. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, the Beluga. Look at that. It's kind of funny. It looks kind of funny, but it's it's a real aircraft, flies in real life, it's still operating, and it transfers cargo such as aircraft fuselage, wings, tails, helicopters, space stations, you name it. This aircraft is capable of delivering. I want to welcome all of you guys here to the channel, all of you who just joined. Let me go back here and see who's with us today. We've got Selim, Alden, Fedora. You're in your Spanish class. Well, que pasa, amigo? Yeah, we've got Comrade Hawks. We've got Bruno, Stan. Hello there, my friend. Scott, Gibby. We've got Ria, Anthony. Let's see. Is it Sturvin? We've got Clan. Welcome, my friends, and happy to have you here, and hopefully you'll see something special that appeals to you today. And before we even begin flying this aircraft, I will tell you that when the A300-600 came out from iniBuilds, I named it as the payware release of the year 2020. This actually might qualify for the release of the year for 2021, but we'll see. I'll hold my breath until I see if something else is going to come and compete with the standards that iniBuild has set. And believe me, they've set the bar very high with those two aircraft that they've created. Of course, they created the passenger variant also of their cargo A300. So this is what the Beluga looks like. Look at the details in the nose wheel here. Very, very fine details, and I just absolutely adore details. And you can see also the landing gear area, the aircraft fuselage. The texturing is really, they've taken their time to texture this aircraft and build the 3D model to look exactly like the real aircraft. Again, you can see the wings here, very, very nice in terms of the texture work and the modeling. All is done pretty well in my view. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to head back here in the cockpit, and the cockpit is something that if you have the A300, then you'll be very familiar with the cockpit. Very, very nice texture work again in the 3D cockpit. Some really fine details, nice reflective material here on the gauges. Really looks pretty good. They've got a new ACARS system here, which we're going to be using in this flight today. So what we're going to be starting, with the cargo. We're going to be loading the cargo. There's some fun things to do here when it comes to the cargo. By the way, folks, one of you guys will be entitled to a free copy of the Beluga. So to enter the giveaway, simply type !ST, and that will enable you to enter the giveaway where you'll be entering basically the raffle to win a free copy of the aircraft. So don't forget to do that. !ST is going to get you entered into the giveaway. All right, so it's going to be a long flight today, approximately 2 hours. So let's get started here, and we're going to go to let's go to ground ops. And if you go to the ground services, you will notice we're going to turn on the external power, and it will automatically enable the chocks. We're going to go to the loader. And now from the loader, you can see that we can select different kind of equipment: Airbus fuselage, wings, helicopter, space station, random cargo, or an A380 tail. How cool is that? I kind of like the helicopter. I was doing a test flight, and my son asked me to do the helicopter. He thought it was really cool, so we're going to go with the helicopter, and we're going to say request the loader. And you can see now the loader is heading towards the aircraft. And actually, if we look, what did I want to do? There you go. You can see the door opening. Listen to those sounds. Just really gorgeous. The sounds, the textures, the 3D modeling, the fidelity is just something that I really admire in iniBuilds. They really create aircraft that will really keep you engaged, keep you immersed. So, all right. So while the cargo is being loaded into the aircraft, let's go ahead and set things up. We are going to head over to the overhead panel, and we're going to turn on the battery. First, we're going to turn on external power. Just listen to those sounds. Wow. Beautiful sounds. All right, battery 1, battery 2, and battery 3. Galley power on. Yaw dampers can go on. ATS can go on. Nav lights turned on. And let's see here, ground control is turned on. And then the ADIRS on nav mode. And let's see here. We'll leave the fuel pumps for now. This one currently doesn't work, so I guess it's because it's a cargo plane, so you don't really need to lock the cockpit door. There are no passengers in the aircraft, so. And then the oxygen is turned on. We're going to turn on the probe and window heat. And let's see here. We are going to arm the emergency light. All right. Next, this is the autopilot, or the glare shield, as you can see. Again, very similar to the A300 passenger and cargo variants of the aircraft. All right, so this is the ACARS system, and the nice thing in this version is you can actually, it has integration with SimBrief, and so we're going to just go ahead and request the company route. And voila, Now you have the company route loaded in the MCDU, and we are good there. Let's clear all the messages down here, and we're going to say align IRS. I've set this up to instant alignment so that we don't waste time waiting for the alignment to happen. And we're going to bring Sim Toolkit Pro here to get our departing and arrival runways. So we are departing the Wrexham 5, is it? Yeah. So let's go to flight plan, and this is departing airport, and we need, no, that's not what we need. We need SID. All right, this is the Wrexham 5 departure, runway 04, and insert. And next, we are going to scroll down to the destination, which is Lima Foxtrot Bravo Oscar, Toulouse Airport in France. And we're going to select the star. And let's see here. The star is the sketchy 6 Tango. The Setch 6 Tango arrival, and ILS runway 32 left is now selected. There is no transition, so we're just going to say insert, and we're going to clear everything here, and we're going to make sure there are no discontinuities in our flight plan and that everything looks okay. Looks good to me. All right, and let's, while we're at it, let's go ahead and set the altimeter. So, the weather conditions at our departing airport today, 080, 4-knot wind, broken 4,000, temperature is 6 Celsius, and QNH is 1035. So, that's not it. That's the one. 1035. There we go. And that is now set. Okay. Let's check on our cargo. And it looks like we can now load the helicopter. Let's take a look here. And as you can see now, the helicopter will start loading, and it's not a very it's a slow process. So it kind of, I think what they're trying to simulate is something as close to reality as possible. And you can now hear the sounds, and the helicopter is being pushed towards the cargo compartment here. All right, let's head back to the aircraft and set things up. We're going to return here. While we're at it, let's go ahead and turn on the APU. All right. And I'm just going to bring the FMC right here. All right, return and load sheet. All right, so fuel, in terms of fuel today, we need, let's take a look. Total block fuel 18.5, and that's in kilograms. Right, so fuel on board is 18.5. And we're going to wait for the helicopter to load, and then we're going to compute the load the payload and fuel, and so that we get an accurate number there. All right. We'll dismiss this for the time being, and just wait for the chopper to be on board. All right, let me see here. All right, next up, let's go ahead and start the APU. Right, and we can also turn on the fuel pumps while we're at it. There we go. Fuel pumps are now turned on. APU is available. Let's check on our... Oh, it looks like the helicopter has been loaded. Perfect. So we can now dismiss the loader. Let's just go to ground services, loader, and remove the loader. And then we can close the cargo door and be on our way. Very good. Well, looks like we have a new member. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I did not catch the name, but thank you very much for Dwayne. Is it Dwayne? Dwayne, thank you very much for being a member, a VVIP member of the Q8 Pilot channel. Appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you very much. All right, so we have the APU now available. We're going to turn on the APU bleed, and we're going to turn off external power. And let's come back here, and loader is done. Let's return, and we no longer need the external power, so we can remove it. And yeah, that's pretty much it there. All right, let's go back to the load sheet now and bring up the MCDU. Okay. And we're going to say load, payload, and fuel. It's going to compute, and now we have all the numbers here. And we're going to go to the next page here. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, there we go. All right, so block fuel today is 18.5. And the zero fuel is 99.1. 99.1. And it gives you the takeoff gross weight and all the good stuff here, so we're good there. And now we can go to send to performance. Now I've had some issues with the ATIS, with reading the ATIS, but now we can click on FMC and it will automatically get the data, the departure airport and the runway from the MCDU or from the FMS. And next we can see the loader now moving away from the aircraft. And let's see if we can get ATIS this time. It looks like we are going to get ATIS. Getting ATIS, reading ATIS, inserting ATIS, and should put all the data there. All right, so 130 wind, 130 degrees, 04 knots. Outside temperature 6 Celsius, QNH is 1034. Runway condition is dry. Anti-ice is off. Total operating weight 117.2, and configuration air conditioning is on, and we're going to do flex today. Let's go ahead and compute. Perfect. So that gives us today a V1 of 137,140 and V2 of 142. Now just and flex of 59 Celsius. Now the strange thing is, considering the the size of this aircraft and the heavy cargo it lifts, these numbers are quite astonishing as far as I'm concerned. Really 143 knots. Wow. Okay, we're going to send this information to places. So in this aircraft, they've introduced, iniBuilds introduced this takeoff and landing card, which is kind of a nice feature. So you don't have to kind of go back to the MCDU. So we're going to say send data to FMS. And you can see now it says received takeoff company data. And we're going to click it again, and we're going to say send to card. And now we'll have the information in the card as well, right here. Yep, as you can see here now we have all the speeds there as well. And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to turn on pitch trim. It's turned on, and now we have all our equipment here turned on. Right, cargo loader is going away. We can head back over here. Ground operations, and we'll go to the exits, and we're going to say close all, and now it should take care of the cargo door for us. You can actually close the cargo door from within the cargo compartment. Let me show you this real quick. So Right here, this is the switch that you use to close the cargo door. And these are the lights, by the way. As you can see now, we have, the area has illuminated now. So, and yeah, really nice details. All right, so we're back here and we're gonna set this to, let's see here. Takeoff data. So 143 for V2. 143. All right, that is set. And we're going to click the altitude so that we can do it in 1,000 increments. And we're going to set it to, I believe it was, let's see here. $290. All right, altitude is set and we are pretty much ready to go, folks. Let's bring up some lights here. There we go. Some floodlights as well. And there we go. Much better. All right, we're pretty much ready to go now. So we're going to open the hangar doors and we're going to push back the aircraft out of its position. I want to welcome all of you guys who just joined us here on the stream. So what we're going to do is we are going to... There. So we are going to go to plugins and we're going to go to SAM Airport Operations. We're going to controls and we are going to open the doors. And as you can see now, the doors are opening. Just look at this aircraft. Beautiful. Alrighty. We are going to remove the chocks as well. So flight operations, ground ops, and ground services. And we're going to remove the chocks now. And let's call the pushback truck. We are going to turn on the beacon lights on. Make sure everything here is okay, which it is. We need to set our trim, but that's not an issue. Let's go to takeoff performance. Trim is 1 down. Okay. Let's see here. 1 down. You don't hear the noise because the aircraft isn't powered yet. So, yeah. All right. Trim is set. Perfect. Let's call the pushback truck.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Right, tow is driving up. All right, let's go ahead and set TCAS. Let's see here. We go to tune and set this to TARA before we forget it. This airport, my friend, is $0 payware, Echo Golf November Romeo. It is bundled with the aircraft. Let's take a look here. There we go. Just look at that nose wheel.
All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
That looks awesome. Really high fidelity texture work there by iniBuilds. Alrighty. I have no information on the price of the aircraft, but I know it's releasing this weekend. So we've been told by iniBuilds that it will be released this weekend. So probably Saturday, Sunday, I'm not sure, but it's going to be the weekend.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, let's release the parking brake, folks. Parking brake is released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
And we have clearance to start our engines, so let's go ahead and put the engines on start. Start B, that's fine. And we'll start with engine number 2. And now we can see the engine spooling. Look at that. Gotta love it. Right, let's introduce fuel. What is the giveaway getting roll? It's already on, so the giveaway is already on. You can participate if you so wish to do that by typing exclamation ST. That's Sierra Tango. Right, we have a good start on engine number 2. Let's go ahead and start engine number 1. And we can see now engine number 1 spooling. Folks, look at that. Just amazing. And there we go. Engine number 1 is now starting. All right, flex temperature is 59, so let's set that over here. So we're not going to be doing toga, we're going to do flex, and we're going to put 61. Is that so? No, 59, sorry. All right, there we go. 59 is set. Man, the sounds are just absolutely phenomenal, especially in the aircraft interior. And I believe they're still working on the sounds, so there are a few things that are still not finished. As you all know, this is a preview copy, so there are a few final touches that the team's working on. Very, very professional, the guys at iniBuilds.
Parking brake.
So I've had a small, kind of a small issue this morning, and they all got with me on a Discord call, and you know, we sorted everything out. Yeah, very, very professional, very dedicated, very serious about what they do, and it shows in the final product. You know, something of this quality and standards comes from a very dedicated and committed team. So yeah, my best regards to them, and all the best to iniBuilds in creating even more aircraft in the future. All right, so we're set there. Let's see here. Everything looks good here. Everything goes here. Fine. All right, let's go ahead and set our flaps. So flaps 15 and slats 0, I believe, is what we've gotten. Yep, 15-0. Trim is already set.
Disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time, and have a safe flight.
Well, thank you for your service. All right. All right, folks, let's go ahead and turn on the lights. We are going to put the nose light on taxi. Wing lights, runway turn-off lights are turned on. We are going to set the engine mode selector now to continuous, and we no longer need the APU, so we're going to turn off the APU lead and APU master, exactly what we do in the real world modern Airbuses today. So we are good, and let's go. We're going to arm the speed brake. Right, everything is good and dandy. Let's release the parking brake and head over to the runway. Parking brake released, and let's go. Man, those sounds are just absolutely amazing. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the A300-600ST, aka Beluga. Looks kind of like a whale or a dolphin or something like that. It's got a funny look to it. But when you actually see this aircraft, when I see footage of this aircraft, I get the same feeling I get when I see an A380. Just really a majestic look. Again, a reminder of what, the advancement in technology and what, humans were able to do. Quite an achievement. Wow, look at that. And the airport is just really well made as well. Almost done. About 95% done. And by the way, the houses that you see here is from Sim Heaven, so this is not part of this scenery. I think we're going a bit too fast. Right, let's nose light to takeoff. Landing lights on. Strobe is on. And we are good to go. We're going to make our turn now here and runway 04. Auto brake, max. Right, no blues. We are good. Very, very nice aircraft. And here is our turn. All right, folks, we are ready to go. Let's get the aircraft on the center line. Oh, I love those sounds. Stable. Let's go. A little bit of wind there. V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear is going up. I think we pitched a bit too high there, got carried away with the flyby view. All right, let's make a turn. We're going to make a right turn to intercept the flight path. Right, flaps are going up. All right, let's go ahead and set our speed to 250 knots. Oh, come on. I hate it when it does that. We probably need the anti-ice as well. You know, I wish they'd do the alright, that's perfectly okay. Auto throttle. Still looking good. Alright, we're gonna put level change. Nav. Autopilot 1 is engaged. Right, transition altitude is 5,000, so let's set the barrel reference to standard. And we are on our way to Toulouse in France. We are going to turn the ignition off. And we can disarm the speed brake. And all is looking good. Yeah, we need climb. You're right. Climb. There we go. Climb is set. And we can increase the range now to 40 nautical miles. And we can see that the top of climb is somewhere right about here. Beautiful texturing of the 3D cockpit. Right here in the off position. And 10,000 feet, ladies and gentlemen. Landing lights are off, wing lights are off, nose lights are off, and runway turn-off lights are off, and we can leave the rest of the lights on. Says TAT in frequent icing range, so we probably should turn on our anti-ice equipment, but since we're in a sim, I'm just going to leave it off for now. Alright, let's take a look here at the outside. Just look at that. Gotta love those wings. Gorgeous. So what do you guys think of the Beluga so far? I would love to hear your comments and your thoughts on the aircraft, and what do you think of it? Hey Kuwait, would you not use profile in the climb? I guess I'm not sure, to be honest. I think I've watched V1 simulation uses a profile, but I'm not exactly sure, to be very frank. Janik, is it? Says I will buy it. Yeah, good decision. It's a tamed beast, absolutely awesome. Yeah, I agree with you there, Scott. It is a beast, and it is a really fun aircraft to fly. Yeah, see, I like the fact that so iniBuilds really went and built a couple of aircraft, the iniBuilds A300, and then of course the cargo version came out first, and then the passenger variant of the aircraft came first. But no one else had actually developed this aircraft for X-Plane in the past. So I think they've created something that did not exist before, and they've done it very well. And I think this is a good development strategy to build something that's, you know, that's not out there. So it's very difficult to compete with them because of their standard. But they've actually built something that no one else had. I'm sure a lot of developers thought about it, but no one has attempted to create something of this fidelity for X-Plane 11 in the past. And so I was really happy to see that aircraft. It was really fun. It's a, an aircraft from the, from the classic era, if you will. And then the Beluga comes, and wow! When I first saw the announcement from iniBuilds, I was really thrilled. And I think they're coming also with the A310, I believe. So I think what they're doing is they're creating the aircraft from oldest to newest. I heard something about an A380, but I'm not sure if I'm correct there or not. But yeah, I mean, if you look, for example, at a lot of the developers that were developing GA aircraft, you'd see like a Piper Arrow by 3-4 developers. Then you'd see, the BN Islander by 2 developers, and they're pretty similar. So not a lot of variety. While they offer different things, maybe better immersion. Some features are better in one aircraft over the other, but for us as hobbyists and flight simmers, doesn't really offer too much when developers compete in developing the aircraft. But when they work together, it's more beneficial, I think. And when they create new things, it's far more beneficial for sure. So iniBuilds have done a great job with their aircraft all around. I agree, Dougal, and welcome to the stream, my friend. Sim Aviation, I keep meaning to purchase the A300. It's a great aircraft. You'll definitely enjoy it. One of the aircraft that I highly recommend. The A300-600, by the way, is on discount now. I believe there is a 15% discount. It's on sale at the iniBuilds store. So if you were thinking about it, I think this is the time to go and grab it. High fidelity aircraft, receives definitely the Q8 pilot seal of approval. The A300 by iniBuilds. So buy it with your eyes closed, as they say. It's a wonderful aircraft. You will not regret it. There is a lot to be learned in those aircraft, and if you really want to, if you want to learn this aircraft, please watch V1 simulations. He's got some amazing, tips and guides on how to fly the aircraft. He explains things, thoroughly in his videos on how to fly the Airbus in general, but specifically on this aircraft. I really enjoyed watching his videos. Hello, Q8 pilot. Love your streams. Keep it up. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it. They are making the 310 and A380. That's what I thought. Yeah. The A310 will be next. That's my hunch. Yeah. Do you know if they have VR support for this? I'm not really sure. When I first flew the i9 A300, I was so impressed. Yeah, one word on performance. I was actually very thrilled with the performance of this aircraft because I have the world object. So I'm just going to show you guys my settings real quick. So I have the world objects at maximum. Everything else is the same as my old settings. And with this aircraft, we're getting about, and I've got X Vision version 2, steady 40 FPS really. If I take it down, if I take the world objects a notch down, then I get something in the 70s range, which is wow. So definitely the aircraft's been optimized for performance. It's at par, I think, with the possibly the Toulouse, slightly more FPS requirement for the iniBuilds than the Toulouse, but not that much greater than the Toulouse. So yeah, definitely all around a job well done by iniBuilds, really. Alright, I can see you guys entering the giveaway. And just as a reminder, if you've just joined the stream, to enter the giveaway, just type in !ST. That's Sierra Tango. Real view next better than XP Realistic? No, it's not. So I've done, so there was, on my Discord, by the way, I have a channel that says request review, and normally people go there and they just tell me, can you review this product? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? So I normally go and get those products and I take a look at them. If the product is worthy of a video, then I create a full review video of the product on the channel. If not, I normally just respond to the requester with my honest thoughts. Oh, well, we forgot to increase our speed, so let's do that. All right, we are at cruise now, so we need to come here and click on cruise. Yeah, we should get our speed up now to about 0.66 Mach. And we'll take a look at the alright, so if we go here, alright, so to destination, 608 nautical miles to our destination, so we are good, everything's looking good. A smooth takeoff from Echo Golf November Romeo, and it should be a smooth ride into Toulouse in France. So Real View, I did a review initially of Real View when it came out, and when I compare it to XP Realistic version 2, there is a big difference in the functionality, in the user friendliness of the two applications. I find XP Realistic to be more practical, more usable, and to be honest, more realistic in terms of the simulation of effects. Real View has been, the new version has been enhanced without a doubt, so much better than the initial release, but it does not compete with XP Realistic in my view. It still needs a lot of work. It's still not very user friendly, and by the way, you don't have to agree with my assessment. This is my assessment of the product. It's still enjoyable. I mean, it still does what XP Realistic does for the most part. But I still prefer XP Realistic. I think it's more value for money. Let's see here. I have mid-range equipment and just fine, no stutters. What's the range on the Beluga? You know what? I don't know, but I know that this aircraft doesn't fly very high. Yeah, guys, just as a quick reminder, the SimWings project is open and accepting new applications. I think Dougal has posted the link. Please show your support to SimWings support. SimWings, again, is a community of flight simmers helping other flight simmers. So if you are in need of a PC for flight simulation and you're a hobbyist, then they can probably help you out. If you feel like being generous today, please head over to their website and make a donation. It's a non-profit organization and they use the funds to purchase PCs to those around the world who are less fortunate and unable to afford to really enjoy this hobby that we all enjoy. All right, we are at our cruise altitude, ladies and gentlemen, of 29,000 feet. Let's switch to external view here. And just look at this beauty. What a beast. Nice livery as well. Gotta love it. Some engine and wing views for you guys. There, that's a nice wing view there. I love XP Realistic as well. It creates a very immersive environment in X-Plane. All right, let me take a look at the giveaway and see how are we looking right now. And I'll give you some stats as to how many we've got so far. Let's see here. All right, so far we have, wow, we have 209 entries into the giveaway, folks. Please fly the RYUJIN as a cargo one time. That would be awesome. Sure, yeah, no problem. I've done actually a lot of, I think it's the aircraft that I flew the most on the channel. Done a lot of videos of the RYUJIN 737. It is one of my absolute favorite aircraft for X-Plane. Now, actually, if you look at X-Plane, there are a lot of high fidelity aircraft. The RYUJIN 737, the iniBuild, fleet of aircraft now. You've got the Fly JSIM 737 and 727, the Flight Factor Toulouse, the Rotate MD-80. There is really a variety of aircraft, different type of aircraft as well for X-Plane, which is very encouraging to see. I'm sorry guys, I'm unable to keep up with the chat. It's I normally look at the chat on my iPad, and it's just flying through so quickly. I've watched you. I'm so used to watching your awesome videos. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Pilot DUC. Hey Q8, what method used for TOD calculations? Okay, so normally, of course, if you consider a 3-degree glide slope for TOD calculations, what you would do, let's suppose that you are at 30,000 feet and you want to descend to 10,000 feet. So that's 30 minus 10 is 20. You multiply that by 3, it gives you 60 knots. You add another 10 knots as a contingency, that gives you a total of 70 knots. 70 nautical miles. So 70 nautical miles out, you need to begin your descent on a 3-degree glide slope and at about 1,200 feet per minute. And you should reach you should reach the desired altitude without any issues. So that's normally what I do in order to make sure that I am spot on for for the approach. So I know where the approach is. I know that I'm, for example, 60 nautical miles out or 70 nautical miles out. In this case, at 30,000, I want to descend to 10,000, and that's how I calculate. So it's always your current altitude minus the desired altitude, the result multiplied by 3, add another 10 nautical miles for contingency, and you should be fine. And just begin the descent on a 3-degree glide slope. That should work at about 100, between 100 and 100, about between 1,000 and 1,500 feet per minute. You should be good. Is this aircraft Vulcan compatible? Yes, sir, it is. It is fully compatible with Vulcan. I'm flying 11.52. Release candidate, I think 2 or 1 or 2, and Vulcan. Definitely, I'm flying in Vulcan. There's no going back to OpenGL for me. So this aircraft is built with full compatibility with the Vulcan. Didn't you already win the giveaway? Huh. Outside view, please. Absolutely. Let's take a look. Here is an outside view of the iniBuilds A300-600ST Beluga. The name is kind of funny, don't you guys think? But what a beautiful aircraft. What a beautiful livery. Look at that.
The 73 go, you can stay on this. Yankee to Bravo
Amazing.
27.
Yankee, Bravo 27 with you.
All right, folks, I'm going to take a short break, and I'll let you guys enjoy this outside view. Maybe we'll go to a wing view. There we go. So I'll let you guys enjoy. I will be back in a few minutes. So you guys enjoy, and I'll be right with you in just a few minutes.
Visit hotel 11905, please.
11905, right, here we go.
Plus 719, first left and cross at Yankee 2.
First left, call Yankee 2, okay, 719.
Down this Yankee Delta 54.
Yankee Delta 54, how are we going to do? Thank you, go, just confirm the taxi clearance.
Via Yankee to Bravo 27. Drop it Yankee 2.
Yankee and this one is Yankee 2. It's north of 187, right?
Yeah, correct. It's first left. Got 186, stay on this Yankee to Delta 47.
Say Yankee Delta 47, okay, the 184.
From 5 Charlie Alpha, contact ground 121, decimal 9 is it Alpha.
121, decimal 905, don't try 54 Charlie Alpha.
Get him 719, calling 11905.
11905, get him 719.
All right, folks, I am back with you now. Welcome, everyone who's just joined us. Steve, hello there, my friend, and welcome. Dan, hello there, my friend. VREF Simmer, hello there, my friend. Welcome to the stream. And Dougal, thank you very much, my friend, for keeping an eye on the chat there for me. Really appreciate it. All right, let's take a look at where we are now. Let's see. Let's bring up the MCDU, and we're going to go to program. Distance, so 525 nautical mile to destination, so still quite a way. And by the way, you can go to descent forecast. Let's see here. I think from here, and we can do a wind request. And now it says it's pending. And then we can insert the wind data, and now you have the descent forecast. So the different altitudes, which is really cool. Let's see here. There we go. So now you can see the wind here as well in the MCDU at the wind direction and speed at every waypoint, which is really cool, as well as the temperature. And if we go, of course, to this page, you can see the altitude and the time. When are you going to reach each waypoint, which is really, really cool. And this is by the time of the X-plane, local time, inside X-plane. So nice features, again, really very well developed aircraft. The simulation of systems, I'm sure V1 Simulation has got a few tricks up his sleeve as well, and he's going to show us, you know, a nice show with this aircraft. I mean, after all, he is a real-world Airbus pilot, so I really can't wait for him to stream this aircraft, and hopefully in the near future I'll be able to fly with him. I'll be the first officer. It would be a privilege really to fly with V1 Simulations. Okay. Brent says, I'm looking forward to picking this up. Thanks for the preview. You're most welcome, my friend, and I will tell you now, you will not regret it. You will absolutely enjoy this aircraft. And if you've enjoyed the A300 cargo and variant series of the iniBuilds, you will definitely come to enjoy this beast of an aircraft. Very, very nice, very well made. Here, this is the helicopter in the cargo compartment that we're transporting to Toulouse. Yeah, all's looking good. All right, so let's bring up Habitat and let's study our approach just a little bit. LFBO. All right. Let's take a look at our approach. We are going to be arriving today runway 32 ILS or localizer runway 32 left. So let's take a look at that. All right, so this is our approach, and we're going to be coming from the north. So what we're going to do, let me bring up the FMC here real quick. Let's see. Yeah, so from the looks of it, we are going to do a heading select once we reach this point here, and we're going to fly direct right this way, and then we're going to make a right turn to intercept the localizer for runway 32 left at Toulouse. Yeah, that should be a good. I always like to plan, just looking at the chart, seeing, you know what I need to do as I approach my destination. Yeah, and I also recommend, folks, I highly recommend Navigraph charts because it integrates with just about everything now. It integrates with SimToolkit Pro, with Habitat, with everything. So I definitely recommend that you subscribe to Navigraph. You get the latest AROC databases, and you get all the charts to all the airports around the world, which is an invaluable resource to us flight simmers. All right, so it looks like we're going to, you know what, while we're at it, let's check the frequency. And all right, so decision height is 200, localizer 109.3 for the runway frequency, ILS frequency, and the final approach course is 323 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set those up now. ILS frequency is already set 109.3. Approach course is 323. We're going to set that here. And that is now set. And the decision height is 200. So we're going to click here and set this to 200. And we are good.
Yankee, Charlie from 60 standard.
Look at those contrails. Very nice indeed. I've noticed there's no profile button. Yeah, I kind of, when somebody told me, you know, about the profile, I checked here and I saw there is no profile button at all. Yeah, I think this was the profile button, but it's, maybe it doesn't exist on this aircraft. I'm not sure. But just look at the texture work. I mean, you can see it now. You can see how much work has been done and all those scratches and little details. So well made. Oh, by the way, we did not put the weather here. Let's see if that works. We're going to put the terrain there. Not sure what's with the weather display there, but it doesn't seem to be working correctly. Or maybe I'm not doing what it's supposed to. Let's see. No, that's not it. Turbulence. This is a test. And this is weather. Okay. So it should work. We have terrain here. We have weather here. That works. And if we go to program, 473 nautical miles to our destination. So about probably 300 or so nautical miles before top of descent. Yeah, it is mostly the, for sure, the aerodynamics and the fuselage. I'm using X-Vision clouds in this video, and the preset that I use in all my streams and videos is the Nordic Extreme. Let's see, let's play with the lights. Yeah, look at that. The whole cargo compartment is illuminated now. How cool. And there we go, some wing views there. Very cool indeed. Let's increase the range here a bit. Still quite a way to Toulouse, and maybe we can increase our speed just a little more. 168. I love the fact that everything can be popped out and still looks good. And by the way, I've created. If you are interested in the X camera views that I've created in this video, they are all available. What is this? Wind shear? Really? Wow. Yeah, they're all available in the X camera community. So I've submitted my file, my camera file, to the community. You can download it. Once you have the aircraft, just go to X camera or X camera and toggle the control panel. Then go to browse community aircraft files, and if you type in not sure, A300, then you should be able to find the W. Let's see. Well, maybe it's still not available, I'm not sure. Well, if you're interested in the X camera file, just drop me a message. I'll be more than happy to share the X camera file with you guys. And by the way, X ATC Chatter has received an update, and now when you bring up, so they've made some changes to it. Definitely the interface looks a lot better, and it's more user-friendly now. So you can easily, toggle between the. You can go to the settings and change how the way things look. So yeah, looks pretty good. Can we get a closer look at the helicopter? Yeah, why not? So that is the helicopter, and it is okay. I think it looks like a helicopter. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Man, I love how they've textured the cargo compartment. This looks really, really good. There you have it. That's the helicopter. It actually looks pretty good inside the aircraft, the A380 tail. I've tried all of them, but my son insisted that I use the helicopter for the stream, so he's probably watching the stream in his bedroom right now. So yeah, so that's the reason we picked the helicopter. Right. So all's looking good. We are cruising at 29,000 feet, and still quite a way to Toulouse. So guys, what would you like to see more on the channel moving forward? Would you like to see more live streams where we do these flights, or would you like more tutorials? And would you like to see more Microsoft Flight Simulator content or X-Plane content? That would be, I would really appreciate your responses there to build some consensus, so that I can tailor the channel content for you guys. AppGeek says, explain. I'd like to see more live streams. They're more fun and interactive. I agree. Yeah, I agree they're more interactive. Do you use SPD Global? Yes, I do use short final mesh in all my videos. That is correct. Will iniBuild make any Boeing aircraft? Well, I don't know. But I'm sure that if they do, they're going to do really a good job because their standards are very high. More explain content, please. Okay. Explain all the way and live streams. All right. 2020. Explain, please. Looks like you guys are, you know, looks like to me that those who were explain users kind of stuck with explain, you know, so they're kind of excuse me. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys have tried Microsoft Flight Simulator, but myself as a you know, as a seasoned, you know, flight simmer, I've been doing this for many years now. I still find myself enjoying X-Plane more than I explain Microsoft Flight Simulator. I just find it more immersive. I find it more fun. I do like the multiplayer functionality in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I do like the fact that you're able to see places in the sim that resemble to a large extent what they look like in the real world. But as far as the actual flying, I still prefer X-Plane a whole lot more than I do Microsoft Flight Simulator. We have a new member, and thank you very much for Captain Canada. Hello there, my friend, and welcome. Thank you very much for being a member and for your support to the Q8 Pilot channel. Really appreciate it. Guys, Captain Canada is one of the YouTubers I watch frequently. He is he's got a brilliant presentation style, very professional. He's got a good sense of humor. So I really enjoy watching his streams. Give him a thumbs up, and please do subscribe to his channel and support him. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, sir, for the content that you put up for the flight sim community, and for being really a fine gentleman. I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. All right, let's take a quick look, folks, here at program. All right, so 400 nautical miles to our destination. We're looking pretty good, always looking good. And we should arrive just right around dusk, so maybe we get to see some lights around Toulouse as we approach the airport. If the cargo area of the ST is pressurized or just the flight deck? Well, you know what? That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't looked through the manual. My hunch is it would be pressurized because the captain door isn't closed. So, Captain Canada says, hello everyone. Hope you're all enjoying Beluga content. Absolutely, Captain. Yeah, it is fun. I watched your stream, by the way, last night. I wasn't feeling too well, so I had to kind of cut it short and go to bed very early. But yeah, I did watch a larger part of your stream. So thank you very much again, Captain Canada, for your support. Very kind of you, really. Brent says, I've learned so much from both of you guys. Thank you very much, Brent. Glad that we are of service to you, my friend, and glad that you have learned something from, you know, the channels. I really appreciate it. Edwin says, according to, and it's just the flight deck that is pressurized. Well, it could be. I mean, it could be the case. I really don't know. But if that's what you've read, that's probably correct. Yeah. And we have Paulo. Welcome to the VVIP membership, my friend. Thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate it. It is the case. I see. I see. Well, thank you very much for the information. Right. So we are about less than 400 nautical miles now to our destination, and let's go ahead and take a look here. Still pretty cloudy. But my God, this aircraft looks phenomenal. The Super Transporter. Look at that. Looks pretty funny, huh? It is a funny looking aircraft. I mean, it looks like a whale, kind of. What do you guys think? That is a nice screenshot there.
Good morning.
Yeah, definitely you can't miss it even from a distance. I haven't, by the way, seen it in real life. I've seen a lot of videos of it. But yeah, it looks phenomenal. I just can't fathom seeing this much metal flying up in the air. Just tells you something about human progress and what we were able to do. Wow, phenomenal. Beluga is actually the name of a whale. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So that's where the name comes from. Is the A380 bigger than the Beluga? I think so. I think so, yes. It might be bigger. I don't know, but I would think so because it always advertised as the biggest, aircraft to date. So, so I assume that it's slightly bigger, maybe wider wingspan as well because of the 4 engines. So I would assume that it has a wider wingspan and probably lengthier than the A300. Watched it land at Hawarden. Incredible. Wow, you're a very lucky man. Does iniBuild plan on making a Beluga XL? I don't know, but I would think so. And the reason why I think they would is the scenery that we saw, the $0 payware, has 2 doors, one for the Beluga and one for the Beluga XL. So I would think that it's going to be a variant that they will introduce at some point. But that's just a hunch, of course, just based on what I've seen in the scenery that was created. So they might. Thanks for answering your yeah. Let's see. Right, looks like you guys are still entering the giveaway. I've let the giveaway time extend to about 3 hours, so that to give everybody a chance to enter the giveaway. So while we're here on the chat, you'll be able to, you'll be able to join. What is the 200 on top of range and mode? Oh, this one here. So that's the decision height, and the decision height is something that you normally get from the approach plate of your arrival runway. I think that the Beluga XL was based on the A330. That is exactly correct. So the Beluga is based on the A300-600, and the Beluga XL is based on the A330. So it would be interesting to see if the variant comes out, because it is based on the A330. So are we going to see an A330 from iniBuilds? I don't know, but I hope so. If it's going to be of this, of the standard that we're seeing so far from iniBuilds, then I would be very excited to get my hands on any aircraft that comes from them.
Yeah, we have to change runway combinations right now, so it will be runway 24 for you. And also
Answered, but on FPS, would you compare? Just wondering if my PC can handle it. All right. So if you have the Toulouse and you have no issues with the Toulouse, the A321 or the A319, and your FPS is good, you should be good with this aircraft as well. Maybe it takes slightly more FPS than the Toulouse, but not that much. So definitely it is optimized for performance. So you shouldn't really have any issues if you are okay with the Toulouse. You should have no issues performance-wise with this aircraft. Is there different liveries for the ST? Yes, absolutely. So there are the realistic, just similar to the A300. There are realistic and fictitious liveries. The realistic ones are published by iniBuilds. And there are real-world liveries of the aircraft. There is a fictitious aircraft. I've seen Qatar Airways and FedEx. I've seen several. I was actually going to pick one of those fictitious liveries, but I said, not on the inaugural flight. I wouldn't. Maybe in later streams, I would pick one of those fictitious liveries. But yeah, once you purchase the aircraft, you will have access to those liveries, and you'll be able to download them. And I'm sure that the paint kit will also be available in the community, and people will start making, a lot of liveries for the aircraft. But the realistic ones are available, and there are a few fictitious ones as well. I agree that the Toulouse runs a lot better than the Zibo. Yes, the Zibo is quite heavy with all the, all the changes. It can get heavy because the default X-Plane 737 is quite heavy. So yeah, you're right there. The Beluga XL was at my load airport, EGNR. Is that Leeds Bradford, EGNR? Not too long ago, but unfortunately due to lockdown, I couldn't see it. I work for Airbus, and oh, you're a very lucky man, Felix. You're a lucky man, my friend. The Zibo doesn't utilize Sassel as good as the A300 does. East Midlands, sorry. Yeah, East Midlands. Alright, let's take a look here. Now it looks like we are... this is the top of descent. Mark, you can see it here. So we should be approaching there in maybe 20 minutes from now. Let's take a look. 323 nautical miles to destination. Is the plane hard to fly? Actually, no. So it does require a bit of a learning curve. So it's a little bit different from your regular Airbus, you know, the modern Airbus. But it is an Airbus in the end. So it operates in the same way. But you know, how many times have you seen an Airbus with a yoke like this? So normally Airbus is a stick aircraft. So there are a few differences. If you look at the overhead panel here, you can see that it's slightly different than the regular Airbus as well. So things are different. Fuel pumps, for example, is different. The electrical system is a little different. But I mean, if you've flown the A300, this one is exactly the same in terms of the operations. But yeah, it definitely does require a little bit of a learning curve. But there are a lot of videos out there, and if you are a member of the channel, you can always request a one-on-one session with Q8 Pilot, and I will do a session with you on my Discord. I will share my screen and walk you through, whatever that is you need to understand. So yeah, that is something I offer for members only, because simply I don't have that much time on my hands. So when I do have time, I'd like to give it to you guys. And yeah, so I am doing one-on-one sessions. There are a few folks who I've done one-on-one sessions with in the past, and it worked out very well. But because it is very time-consuming, I'm limiting this option to members of the channel. So all of you guys, all of the members, thank you again for your support. If you need anything explained to you and you need a one-on-one session, just drop me a message on my Discord, and I will share my screen and we'll go through it together. It should, not take more than 15-20 minutes per session. So I can do probably 2-3 sessions a day, 20 minutes each, to show you guys, how to fix an issue or how to install something, whatever that is you need to do, I'll be able to help you with. But if you're, if you don't want to become a member, that's also perfectly fine. There is a channel on my Discord that says request help. So if you just post your question there, I will try as much as I can to respond to you as soon as I can. I don't promise that I will respond the same day, but eventually I'll get to your message and I will respond to you. So I try as much as possible to make myself available and answer all the questions. For the longest time, I was neglecting everything I get on Twitter. I am looking at my Twitter now. I'm trying to respond as much as I can again. The comment section, again, I try to support as much as I can. So yeah, wherever you guys feel comfortable, just drop me a message. But if you want a one-on-one session, then that's available only for members of the channel. Cockpit is similar to the MD-80. I think the shape of it kind of looks like the MD-80 or MD-11. Kind of this, the shape, yeah, it might. But even the instrumentation, kind of this area here, kind of looks like the MD-80, yeah. 293. Alright, we're getting closer to our destination now. It looks like this is the top of descent mark right there. Bit of a long flight. I think this is the longest stream I've done, the longest time that I've I don't normally do long streams. I normally pick very short routes for my flights, so no more than 35 minutes tops for airtime. But since this is the first time you fly the Beluga, I was sure that you guys would have a lot of questions. So both this and the MD-80 are, in a sense, hybrid, analog digital. Yeah, I agree. That is correct. When will you announce the giveaway winners? After landing? Yes, sir. Will be after landing. And we have a new member, Bruno. Welcome to the VVIP membership here at the Q8 Pilot channel. I appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Not sure why we're not getting the alerts on the screen, but Streamlabs OBS sometimes acts really weird. Yeah, 1 minute it works, the other minute doesn't. But the good thing is, I still get them in the chat. So thank you very much for becoming a member, my friend. I appreciate your support. Sammy Rowe, but what giveaway? Oh, so the giveaway is for the Beluga. So if you type in exclamation ST Sierra Tango, you would enter the giveaway. You can always replay it, then it should work. You mean the cloud bot to turn it on and off? Can we see how it works? By the way, you can take notice of the shadows now, that they're not jagged, and that's I've published a video on how to do a fix for this, and the shadows look absolutely gorgeous now. Do you play any DCS? Would be nice to do a mission with viewers. Replay the notification in Streamlabs OBS. Yeah, so I can do that. No, I can actually see everything in the chat window, but you guys are not getting it on the screen. So normally you'd get like a greeting, boom, somebody sponsored, and something like that. Yeah, I mean, DCS is a combat simulator, and I'm not a big fan of combat simulation, to be very honest. I know they've got some really great aircraft and very immersive, very fun to fly. It's just not really my thing. And it does look, by the way, super on my PC. I've installed it and I flew a few aircraft. It looks phenomenal. It looks really, really good on maximum settings. I get very good performance. So it is definitely one hell of a battle, combat simulator. What time is it in the sim? Well, we can look at the time here. We are here at November Tango Sierra, and the time is 4:33 or 16:33. That's the current time of the sim. By the way, this is our top of descent, so we're not too far from our top of descent now. 259 nautical miles to destination, so we're almost there. Here, let's take a look at some external views. You know, X-Plane looks pretty good. I mean, considering this is not photorealistic scenery, I think it still looks good. This is, by the way, short final Mr. X mesh. Short final, I'm not sure what it's called, short final global scenery or mesh or whatever, but it looks pretty good. Coupled with X-Vision. And by the way, I use X-Plane default weather for weather generation. I think it looks pretty good, yeah. SFX Global, thank you very much. That's what it's called. Is it SFD? I believe it's SFD Global. Short Final Design Global. AvGeek, yeah, that's correct. What is the V rotate speed about when it's I have no clue. Yeah. So I'm still planning a group flight with members. It's probably going to be somewhere in the UK, and we're gonna do like an hour group flight. I will publish all the information both on the community tab in YouTube and to the Discord VVIP member channel on my Discord. So I'm planning something still, and hopefully we'll do it in the days to come. And hopefully we'll have some fun together. And we are going to, of course, chat through the Discord channel. Again, I'll send all the instructions very soon for our group flight. Let's see, how is your IS, why is your IS so low? So I think the Beluga doesn't fly very fast, and this is due to the heavy cargo that it transports. So it is kind of a slow aircraft, and it doesn't fly very high either. And that's another reason why it flies kind of slow. So I think that is very accurate in terms of the speed. Here is our top of descent. Take a look here, and let's take a look at the landing. Let's see, so VREF 125. All right, let's go ahead and go to takeoff and approach, and we're gonna add 5 knots for wind correction, and that's gonna give us a final VAP of 139 knots, and we're gonna be landing with 30-40, so 30-degree flaps, 40-degree slats. And yeah, we're all set. We should begin our top of descent momentarily, folks. It's mostly the huge fuselage that creates a lot of drag. Thing isn't all that heavy compared to, say, a C5 or an A380. Yeah, that's also true. So I think it's a combination of the aerodynamics, the cargo that it lifts, all of that I think contributes to the fact that it's it flies pretty slow. Let's check the weather at Toulouse. We can see that we've got 6 knot wind at 310 degrees, cloud and visibility okay, 11 Celsius, no significant change in the next couple of hours, QNH 1019er. So it should be a rather nice approach into Toulouse, no problems there. And that's the top of descent now appearing here on the display. We still got plenty of fuel and we're looking okay. When is the giveaway happening? Oh, the giveaway is already happening. So to enter the giveaway, just type exclamation ST or Sierra Tango. ST is with exclamation. It will get you there. By the way, I am using XP Realistic in this video, so just so that you have a full picture as to what I'm using in terms of add-ons in this video. And we are not too far from the top of descent, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at our approach. Alright, so the platform altitude for runway 32 left at Toulouse is 3,000 feet and 159. Okay. And we should begin the top of the descent momentarily. Hopefully gets released tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be either tomorrow or the day after. So the word from iniBuilds is that it was okay for us to let the community know that it's going to coming out this weekend. I don't have information on the price yet, but whatever the price is, I'm going to tell you now, guys, it's absolutely worth it. This is one aircraft you have got to have in your hangar. And just looking at its speed, so looking at rotation speed of 142 knots, you can almost fly this aircraft anywhere. So anywhere that you would typically fly, a Boeing 737 or an A319, you can probably fly this plane there as well. So I don't think there is any limitation. Of course, the cargo size is huge. So the airport must be equipped to handle the cargo, the delivered cargo. But as an aircraft, I think you can fly it anywhere. How long till landing? This Ionite says that the improvements that are featured on this will back migrate to the A300 eventually. Well, that's good to know, because I think this aircraft, both in terms of, by the way, the performance is amazing. Really, much better than the A300-600F and the passenger variant as well. So this one is more performance FPS friendly, definitely. So yeah, it will be a lot of fun if they. How do we know if we won the free copy? So after landing, I will run the the Streamlabs OBS random picker, and we will announce the winner here on the stream. You should get it through chat. And once we do that, the winner name and email address will be shared with iniBuilds, and they will provide you with a copy of the aircraft. I have the A300-600 from them, and it's really amazing plane. I think this one, yeah, it is one of my favorites as well. We're coming up to top of descent. Let's switch this to 40 nautical miles. And I'm going to reset the MCP altitude to 3,000 feet. 3,000 is set. Now for the descent, I'm going to use we'll use VL here, or is it level change? No, I think we have to use vertical speed, adjust the vertical speed for the we'll see. We'll see what happens as we approach the top of descent mark. Where can we find the Echo Gulf November scenery? Oh, so that scenery isn't released yet. It's a scenery by $0 payware, and it is bundled with the aircraft. So when you purchase the Beluga, you're going to get the scenery with it as well. And the scenery has been specially made for the Beluga to go with it. So you can't get it now, but you can get it with the aircraft. I'm not sure if they're going to make it available as a separate separate product where you can buy it separately. That I'm not very sure about, but I know that it's going to come bundled with the with this aircraft. So use ATC Chatter, XP Realistic, XVision, SVD Global. Missing anything? Looks amazing. That's exactly what I use, yeah. In fact, what I can do is I can go to my plugins. I use ground handling, XATC Chatter, XP Realistic, XP UIPC just for connectivity. I use X Checklist, AviTab, Better Pushback, Fly with Lua, Nimbus. These are for the airports. I use SAM as well. The Skunkcraft updater is just for updating aircraft. I use Traffic Global for AI traffic. I use X Camera, I use XRAS, and I use Terrain Radar. Those are all my plugins that I use for X-Plane. How long is your flight? Well, the flight originally was about 2 hours, and I think it was 1 hour and 50 minutes of airtime. But we are almost there now. So yeah, so that's the top of the descent mark now. As you can see, we're not too far. Yeah, there we go. Almost there. We're going to be reducing our speed as well, as part of our descent and preparation for landing at Toulouse. Yeah, the aircraft hasn't released yet, but it should be released this weekend. tomorrow or Sunday would be my bet as well. And I tell you guys, this aircraft, without a doubt, receives the Q8 pilot seal of approval. And you know, if you're looking for a high fidelity aircraft, a study level simulation of an Airbus, this is a good choice. Without a doubt, an aircraft that is very well made, both in terms of system simulation and in terms of the 3D modeling and the aesthetics. It looks good, it feels good, it flies good. So definitely one I would recommend. Thank you very much, Steve. I really appreciate your kind words. I would second that. Yeah, it is not FPS heavy, so I think you can enjoy it in some very complex scenery. I've loaded the aircraft, by the way, at Heathrow, and again, performance-wise, very comparable to the Toulouse. And we are now getting closer to the top of descent mark, and we will begin our descent momentarily. I think we will begin with 1,500 feet per minute initially, and we will increase it or decrease it depending on, you know, how we progress during our descent. You have a Navigraph subscription. Does your X-Plane show the revision when everything else shows? I'm not sure I get your question. We've got Captain Ray's UK has just become a VVIP member of the Q8 Pilot channel. Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution and your support. Really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. What is this? Not sure what this guy is doing. Well, thank you very much, Captain Rice, is it? Is that how you say it? From the UK. Really appreciate your support, my friend. It was very kind of you. So, just on the giveaway, there's normally when I do a giveaway, you know, I expect the winners to come back to me, you know, as soon as possible and let me know. But when I did the Microsoft Flight Simulator giveaway back in July of last year, I've received, you know, I've received a message from one of the winners just a few days ago, asking me how to claim his prize, and quite frankly, I didn't know what to tell him. Because you know, it was a PayPal payment made to the winners, and so it was made to his email address, and I felt really bad that I couldn't help him out. But yeah, and we have a new member, After Start Checklist. Welcome, my friend, and thank you very much for supporting the channel and becoming a VVIP member. I really appreciate it. Appreciate your contribution and support. There will be one winner from this stream. So iniBuilds has graciously, given me a copy and extended another copy to one of the, one of the followers of the channel. So one of you guys will definitely win a free copy of the aircraft. But I am planning another stream once the aircraft releases, and I will do another giveaway where I will be given 2 copies, one of the Beluga and possibly one of the IXCG 737. I don't know when exactly I'm going to do those, but I'm going to wait for the official release of the Beluga, and perhaps maybe next week there will be another giveaway where I will be providing you guys with two aircraft. The IXCG and the Beluga will be on the giveaway. So hopefully next week there will be something new for you guys to enjoy. Thank you very much, Lucas. Really nice stream. Greetings from Germany. Greetings from Kuwait, my friend. Thank you very much for being here and for your support. We are approaching now the top of descent mark. We're getting closer, as you can see here. And you know what? I think we're close enough. Let's go ahead and begin the descent. So we're going to head over here, and we are going to set this to 1,500. And will that work? Where's the level change? Level change. There we go. Alrighty. And now we are descending. That's probably not what we wanted to do. Descending way too fast, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Alright, so that's... I think, yeah, you had to just move this here to engage vertical speed. And now we should be at 1,500. And we'll increase it or decrease it depending on the progress. But we should be good. There's still quite a way before we reach Toulouse, so we have sufficient time to reduce our speed. Let's see here, we can maybe go to... No, that's too low. Alright, let's go back to 60 knots. And then we'll continue to reduce our speed as required. The approach speed, I believe, was, let's see here, 138. That's with the 5 knots wind correction. All right, we're looking pretty good, folks, and we've got everything configured now for approach and landing. We need to change this to climb. We have entered the giveaway. Good luck. Yes, I am using XATC chatter. And we have begun the descent now, folks, into Toulouse. We should be at our destination in no time. Let's go ahead and check the altimeter setting. Tad is in frequent icing range, so we might need to bring up the anti-icing equipment. So transition altitude in Toulouse is 5,000 feet, and elevation 499 feet. And as you can see, this is a 3-degree glide slope. ILS 109.3, approach course is 323 already entered in our ACAR system. And the winds haven't changed, of course, 310.06. Cloud and visibility okay. 11 Celsius, QNH 1019er. No significant change in the next couple of hours. All's looking good. And let's see here. Alright, so we are looking good, folks, and I am going to increase just slightly our rate of descent. So let's go to 1,800 feet. Just look at this view. Beautiful. Right, we have sufficient sufficient distance to clear our clear the altitude and descend to 3,000. So I'm going to reduce the speed here, the rate of descent, to 1,600 feet or maybe even 1,500 feet. But we're also going to reduce our speed to 250 knots. There we go. And we're looking good. I have to say, I find the plane a bit ugly. You know what? I have to agree with you that it's a little bit ugly, but it is amazing to see an aircraft in this shape. I mean, it does look kind of ugly. I mean, yeah. I mean, I agree with you. It doesn't look very aerodynamic. It looks kind of like a whale. But yeah. It's a nice aircraft, though. It's a nice aircraft to fly. Right, so as soon as we start entering into the clouds, I'm going to turn on the anti-ice equipment just to make sure that we don't get any ice on our wings or engines. Like a beluga, absolutely. Hydrodynamic, yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Hello, Ayad. Welcome to the stream, my friend. We continue the descent at about 1,800 feet per minute now, and all's looking good. So here's what I'm going to do, folks. At about, as soon as we pass Alpha Golf November, we are going to switch. By the way, the runway 32 left is right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come from this area here, from this side, and make the right turn here and land. So at about past Alpha Golf November, we're going to switch to heading select, and we're going to head over to this waypoint here at Solit. And once we are here, we are going to make our turn back to Toulouse and land runway 32 left. We're still doing okay, I think. Still quite a way before we reach. So I'm going to set our heading. There we go. Heading select is set, but we're not going to enable it now. We'll just wait until we are closer. And at this point we are going to reduce our speed to 220 knots. Right, 220. And all's looking good. Alright, as we approach the clouds here, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the anti-ice equipment. Just to make sure that we don't get any icing on our wings and engine. Need VAP from, from here. And where do we get it? Why don't you do a direct to command? We could do that. So this is the performance data for takeoff. Yeah, I'm not sure what do you mean by getting it from the tablet. Near the throttles. Oh, you mean here? Ah, okay. So landing VAP is, let's see here, 134 with 5 knots gives you 139, which is, you know, closer to this number here. Yeah. Yep, all looks good there. Right, we are approaching 10,000 feet. I'm going to reduce our rate of descent to about 1,500 feet. And we're going to increase the range as well. Right, landing lights, wing lights, nose lights, runway turn off lights, all the lights. Looks like visibility is not all that great here at Toulouse. Yeah, definitely. We'll see if visibility is not all that great, then we might do an auto land. But we'll see. Let's reduce our rate of descent to 1,200 feet. And we will begin reducing our speed momentarily as well. Right, we can now turn off the anti-ice equipment. And we continue the descent now to 3,000. The transition altitude is 5,000 feet, if I recall correctly from Sim Toolkit Pro at Toulouse, 5,000. Altimeter is 1019. Right, and let's go to 1,000 feet per minute. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to go to heading select. Heading select. Let's take a look at the outside. Folks, look at this. Amazing. This aircraft looks amazing. See, the heat layer is also done very well on this aircraft. Here's an engine view for you guys.
KLM 536 and by 1.805. 1805, come 536.
Go to 175. Right, and we're going to reduce our rate of descent to 800 feet per minute. We're looking okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to head to Solid, or Sulit, whatever you call this. And from Sulit, we're going to make the right turn to intercept the localizer runway 32 left at Toulouse. And the platform altitude is 3,000 feet. Right, we're approaching the transition altitude. Altimeter is 1019er. Oh, come on. 1019. There we go. 1019. And we'll reduce the rate of descent to 500 feet per minute. And we have a new member here at the channel. Sorry, I'm not sure how to say your name. UGNR, is it? I'm sorry if I said it incorrectly, but I want to thank you very much for becoming a member, VVIP member of the Q8 Pilot channel. Really appreciate it. Appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Right, here we go. And we'll go to 170 degrees. And once again, the platform altitude is 3,000 feet. And for the final approach, platform is 139, 140 knots. I think we should be fine. Right, we're going to reduce our speed now to 215 knots. Yeah, visibility isn't exactly the best here at Toulouse, but that's okay. You can say hello to me, please. My name is Loic. Well, hello, my friend, and welcome. I'm sorry if I missed greeting you. All right. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to make a, we're going to fly. We can use, by the way, we can fly direct to this waypoint here. So we can come here and go direct and select this waypoint, and it should turn automatically there. Or we could use heading select and do it ourselves. If we select direct, then we need to switch back to nav. Either way, we are good. So we can do this here, and we say insert. Now we can see that the aircraft will make the turn if we click on nav. But the first thing first, we're going to start reducing the speed to about 190 knots, and if we go to nav now, we can turn to the final waypoint, and we are going to also turn on the ILS system. And speed check, flaps 15. And that is our platform altitude now of 3,000 feet. All right, let's go ahead and configure the aircraft for our approach. Auto brake, medium. Extend the speed brakes. Speed brakes are now armed, and everything else is looking good, folks.
With 1575, monitor tower, 118305, can you go?
All right, we're going to decrease the range now. And everything is looking pretty good. We're going to maintain 190, and the localizer is now captured. We're going to go to 180 knots. Speed check. Flaps 15 and 15. And then we'll go to 1520. All's looking good. And that's the airport. Right, and land. We should begin the turn momentarily now. There we go. Alrighty.
Cross center, Whiskey 5, and via Quebec to Charlie 16, to Zambia 5.
You can see the localizer needle here. And that's the runway ahead of us. And we're looking good, ladies and gentlemen, for our landing. And as soon as we see this needle moving, as you can see, it started moving now, we're going to start reducing our speed. Let's go to 160 knots. And 1 dot above the center line. Gear is going down.
Zambia 526, for you as well, after Quebec, taxiway Alpha. After Quebec, taxiway Alpha, to Zambia 5.
Beautiful. Right, we're looking good. Let's go to 150 knots. We're looking good. On the glide slope and localizer. And let's go to 140 knots, which is the final approach speed. Actually 141. Flaps full, slats full, and we are clear to land runway 32 left at Toulouse. Just look at that view. Wow, look at that. Alright, we'll do those in the replay. Let's get this beast safely on the ground. Get my rudder in place. Right. So it looks like we're good. We can disengage the autopilot and take over now. Autopilot disengaged. My aircraft. A little bit of wind here as we come into land. And some crosswind there.
300. 176 Tango after crossing right there,
Glide slope, glide slope, glide slope, glide slope, glide slope, glide slope.
Oh, come on.
100.
And touchdown. Welcome to Toulouse, ladies and gentlemen. Manual braking. That was an extremely fun flight. Extremely fun aircraft to fly. Really enjoyed it. Wow. We'll take a look at the landing rate momentarily here. It looks like there is another Beluga at Toulouse right there. All right, let's retract the, first of all, we can disarm the speed brake and retract our flaps. Now we gotta deliver the helicopter, don't we? And let's see, we can put this to taxi, turn off the landing lights. Landing light, we can turn off the strobes. Give us some power here. When we turn off lights, we're going to turn off. And we are going to start the APU. Wow, what a nice flight. Really enjoyed flying the aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The iniBuilds A300-600ST, aka Beluga. Landed safely here at Toulouse. Yeah, there's another one there, right there. I'm not sure where we can park this aircraft, but perhaps we can put it somewhere, maybe somewhere here. We need a large area in front of the aircraft for the loader. So there's another one over there.
Batavia 194, be advised, the Dreamliner head will turn into Alpha 17. Okay.
But I think this area should be fine. The one here to our right should be just fine.
Let's have 551, take 0.24,
And take 0.24, Sierra 8, Martin Air 755.
APU is available. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stop the aircraft somewhere where there is a sufficient area in front of us so that the loader can basically get the helicopter that we're delivering. Wow, this is, by the way, a nice rendition of Toulouse by Aerosoft. So I think we can do it right here. Let's do that. Yeah, that should work. There we go. Parking brake set. APU lead turned on. And let's kill the engines. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is we want to take a look at the replay. Richard, thank you very much for becoming a VVIP member here at the Q8 Pilot channel. Appreciate your support, my friend. Very kind of you. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our landing. Then we are going to come back and unload the helicopter. And then we're going to take a look at who won the giveaway. So let's go here, and that's the runway ahead of us. Start.
Correct. After crossing, the routing is via Quebec. After routing via Quebec.
Man, look at that aircraft. Wow.
Via Alpha to Charlie 18.
Looks pretty good, huh?
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, we didn't check the landing rate. Landing rate was minus 187 FPM. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Minus 187. Not bad at all.
Approved, thank you very much.
Max, thank you very much for becoming a VVIP member here at the Q8 Pilot channel. Appreciate your support, my friend. Here's some nice wing view during the landing.
And the ground crew is present?
Very nice scenery of Toulouse in France.
I'll put in a call, but I think I know the answer. Better contact the handler.
Bij 42 met enige proberen spokkelijk, geloof ik. We hebben geen mars.
Oké, ik ga opbellen.
Uit wel.
Man, it looks really funny. I mean, it looks really strange. Seeing this much metal flying up in the air is definitely something.
Close out 5740, taxi gate Echo 20, cross 18 center, whiskey 5.
Gate 20 to cross the 18
Wow, look at that. Really, really nice.
Goedemorgen, police ervoor.
Police ervoor, goedemorgen.
Police ervoor, we zetten per PB3, copy information tango. Request to leave CTR direction Rotterdam. To apologies for direction Den Haag, clear of the U4.
Police ervoor, as well, United 1003, the info is tango and startup approved.
United 1003, startup approved, copy tango. Police ervoor.
04, you can expect runway 22, Golf 2 and 3.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the replay. I thought it was really fun flying this aircraft. Incredible aircraft to fly. Very, very immersive. A lot of fun. All right, so let's come back here, and we are going to go to the ground operations and ground services, and we're going to call the loader. Let's request the loader so that we can unload. And here's the loader now. Let's take a look. And you can see the cargo door is now opening. Do you guys think the helicopter is still there? It's definitely still there. All right. So while the cargo door opens, I'm going to go ahead and close the giveaway. All right. Let's see here.
Value 562 hello, this is Charlie 9 at cross 1 center, whiskey 5.
Charlie 9 at cross 1
You can hear also the sound. Just look, even the I mean, if you look at the actual the loader textures, it's actually pretty good. All right, let's go here. All right, let's close the entries. Let me just give you a quick stats here. We've got 396 entries into the giveaway. Wow. All right, let's say close entries. And now we are going to pick the winner, and the winner will be announced in the chat. Pick a winner. Let's see. Congratulations to, I don't know how to say it, Timak Voy. Timak Voy, congratulations. You are the winner of this iniBuilds A300-600ST, aka Beluga. Congratulations, my friend. And hey there, I can see you in the chat. If you can just please send your email address with your full name to my email address, info@q8pilot.com. I will make sure to give your information to the fine folks at iniBuilds, and they will take care of your copy of the aircraft. Very well. All right, so now we can unload. We gotta wait until it actually is at the. What is it waiting for? It's still kind of. Is it moving? Yeah, it is moving. Yeah, it takes its own sweet time to connect to the aircraft.
You can stay with me.
Congratulations to the winner. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this preview of the iniBuilds A300 Beluga. I certainly enjoyed flying the aircraft. I enjoyed the streaming it. I enjoyed the interaction with you guys. Thank you for all the interaction, for your support, for all those of you who have become members of the channel. My best regards to Captain Canada for showing up on the stream today and becoming a VVIP member. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support from Dougal moderating the chat and all the other mods with us during all the streams. Thank you guys for making the Q8 Pilot channel a success, and thank you for being an important part of my life. I really appreciate it, and I hope that those of you who get the iniBuilds A300, that they will enjoy it, and I can vouch for this aircraft. Without a doubt, gets the Q8 Pilot seal of approval. One aircraft that you should have in your hangar, and now it looks like we are able to unload the chopper from the aircraft. So let's see here. Unload. There we go. And we'll head back over to the top. And now, as you can see, the helicopter is being unloaded from the aircraft. Stan, thank you, my friend, for your support and for everything that you do for the Q8 Pilot channel and for me personally. I really appreciate all the support that you guys have given, and I want to thank you very much for tuning in today for this preview. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. I will see you all very soon. Thanks for tuning in, and bye-bye for now.
Roger, towers on the liner. That would be fine. Via Wifi. Later. Kilometer left, if you can take over 16. Alpha 1. Critical zone gate, KLM 8 Noise